The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Right. It's time to get down to business. With your help, Hamish and Andy are covering off on every topic in the world. And right now, there is no topic more important than
celebrity endorsements.
Before you do a skerrick of work today, make sure you know all there is to know about
Celeb endorse.
When we talk business, we talk
Celebrity endorsements.
I'm Peter Harvey. This is Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch, and business starts now.
Good morning, everybody. The business brunch commences. Obviously, the boardroom has just been polished, Ham. The boardroom table has been polished as well, and we sit around it, ready to tackle today's topic, celebrity endorsements.
I don't know about you, Ando, but if there was one food that I think could go well with today's show, it would be a Donald Trump steaks. The worst, one of the many bad celebrity endorsements we will cover today, Ando. But Donald Trump bought out a steak called the world's greatest steaks.
Okay.
And you, guess what you got for... Hey, guess how much 4 porterhouse steaks, 4 boneless New York strips, 4 filet mignons, 4 cowboys, and 24 burgers cost you. It was vacuum sealed, sent to your door.
Big meat tray.
So you got...
Okay, I would say...
It's a lot of meat. You got 4 steaks, 4 strips, 4 filet mignons.
$110?
Yep. $1,000 from Donald Trump, who purports to have the world's greatest steaks. And what's more, all it is just the ad is a meat plate and him just leaning over it, leering, and just pointing down at it like just meat. And it kind of actually makes it, because you can't see the bottom half of his body, it does make it look a bit like you are literally eating Trump steaks, like his body is being carved into this delicious meat and he's selling his body.
From one great celebrity endorsement to many, many more. We're even going to have a special guest this hour, Ham, who did the best celebrity endorsement that we've ever seen. As it turns out, he did it before he was a celebrity. So it's a prequel.
It's a sleeper.
It's a sleeper.
It's a sleeper. It grows on you.
It's all part of today's topic on the Business Brunch. One topic a day we do on this show, and today's topic, Cam, is celebrity endorsements. After we put a big black line through the topic of Albert Einstein yesterday, now we've got to hit this one up. I mean, are you ready?
I'd like to think that back in the day, Albert Einstein did a celebrity endorsement either for hair care or something along those lines. But nowadays, Ando, they're a lot more prevalent. And well, let's bang through a couple of the ones we've had. Yeah. Straight at the top, Fast Biz, top 3 emails. Here we go. Number 3, top 3, number 3. Fast 3.
This one comes in from company man Taz Forrest. He said apparently Snoop Lion endorsed a line of Frankfurts. Back in the day when
Snoop's probably endorsed everything.
I didn't know he was now Snoop Lion. Did I miss the both?
It's like a Rasta thing. I think that sort of happened at the end of last year.
So similar to Osher
it did happen like a.
He's doing a bit of name tinkering.
Osher Gunsberg was the original Snoop Lion, but it's as a lot of Snoop's decisions are, it was preceded by him exiting a room and then billows of smoke coming out after him and him going, "Hey everyone, I've had an idea." And then everyone went, he's going to forget about this. But it seems to have stuck. Okay, Snoop Lion had sausages. Well, but I'm sure back then he was Snoop Dogg and they were hot dogs, so it probably made more sense.
Well, yeah, they were called Snoop Dogs. I just sincerely hope that endorsement deal is finished, because Snoop Dogs doesn't mean much
now he's
anymore.
The Paddle Pop Lion.
Number 2.
And this comes in from Di O'Connell. It's a celebrity endorsement.
Okay.
We're gonna get a couple of these. People come up with ideas for celebrity endorsements. This is a bit of a. I mean, this would require a band reforming. But Company Ladies Di's her idea is Crowded House should get back together and endorse Weber barbecues so they can sing their song "Everywhere You Go, You Always Take the Weather With You," which is a great. Look, we can't deny that it fits perfectly into that song. Yeah. It's not actually the main feature of Weber barbecues. They're an item that. They're not trying to be sold on their portability, but sometimes the lyric is so powerful. They got wheels. I mean, they're more to move around the backyard, but the lyric is so good that you almost want to kind of reinvent the product to fit the song.
Number 1.
Hey, number one email is from company lady Finella. And she is also requesting a celebrity endorsement. This one comes in and it's requesting a business partnership with our mate Hogs.
Great.
Hogs joins us on the line now. Hogs, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Jen.
Hogs, this person company lady Finella has invented her own product. She thinks that you're the best inventor in the world. And so if you do endorse this product, you would, it in fact, be a huge thing and a huge coup for her to be the face of it. Now, do you want me to describe the product and you just tell me whether you like it or not, or whether you're interested?
Okay. Well, I'm fairly interested at the moment, even before hearing it. Let's go on.
Always a good sign from someone that's looking to invest.
Hogs. The invention is called the Toucan, right?
Toucan.
The Toucan, spelled TWOCAN. Okay. It's a double stubby holder. I think it only works for cans, though, but it's just kind of your wetsuit material. It's a longer stubby holder, so you can have one can underneath the other one. So when you go, say, to the footy, and the local footy, and you want a couple of cans, and you don't have to hold the other one in your cold left hand, you can have just one on top of the other.
Not interested.
Wow. Well, that's the harsh world of celebrity endorsements, isn't it? Yeah. What's your problem?
I don't know who came up with the stubby holder.
Yeah.
But they don't work. They actually, you're putting a jumper around the can.
Yeah.
It actually gets warmer.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Okay, well, the science is it stops the heat getting in and it keeps the cold on the inside. Isn't that how it works?
I've tested it.
Okay. Well, thanks, Hogs, for giving your reason. Good luck out there today.
Cheers.
Hogs, Hogs, if you could take your pick of any product to endorse, what would you go for?
I love actually inventing. So, those invention companies, I'd endorse that.
What would your ad be?
Well, obviously, you're coming to me to invent, so come with Hogs, and he'll get you over the line.
Third person.
We're going to leave you there, Hogs.
Really good.
Business Brunch.
And this has got to be my favourite celebrity endorsement of all time. Comes in from company lady Maria. You know, sometimes in film clips and stuff, quite often in rap film clips, it's very popular to be like throwing cash around, drinking expensive champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Girls in bikinis are dancing around. You're passing around a big gold bowl of rap snacks. You're eating them.
Hang on. Sorry, stop you there. What's
expensive cars?
There's expensive cars I've seen. I've definitely seen the bikinis ladies before. I've seen the champagne.
Just things to symbolise you've got a lot of money.
The rap snacks. The big gold bowl.
Oh, you've not heard of rap snacks?
No.
The number one twisties-like snack for rappers. I'm very surprised you haven't heard of them because they're promoted by hip-hop star Young Jock. Back in the day, here's a picture of Rap Snacks, and here's a picture of the cover. Yeah. This one looks like the use by date's 07, so I think that gives us a bit of an idea of when Rap Snacks were around. To paint the picture, it's a rapper.
Toughest
he's got neck blend.
I've ever seen.
He's on his haunches in front of what looks like the skyline of New York City, and it is Rap Snacks cheese curls. He is pretty much the whole front cover. Honeydew.
Yeah.
So we're talking like a rock melon / cheese, like just the flavour alone is badass enough. But then to put Young Jock himself on there.
Is there a byline underneath Young Jock that says reading is fundamental?
It is, but I think that was a campaign that they were trying to do in America, like a bit of a stay in school.
Oh, right.
Thing, just to get like hip hop stars and all sorts of pop stars promoting reading.
Yep.
But I totally agree with you. It's a very jammed front package. I mean, are you trying to combine? Pick what you're doing. Are you combining a fruit and cheese? Are you making a rapper sell me products? Are you promoting literacy? What are you doing? Is this an album? Is it a snack? Tell you what, it's 0 grams grams of trans fat, which is exciting for anyone that's interested in having a wrap snack. Because if you're rapping, using a lot of energy, using a lot of carbs, sometimes it's nice to just have a snack to keep you rapping, because it can be very boring in rap songs for people to yell food break and go and have a full meal. Sometimes you just want a little snack to keep you going across the, into the next chorus.
Very true.
We of course know Young Jock from none of his songs post 2007, because company lady Maria hypothesizes, and I think correctly, that this was a flat out career killer. You might have 0 grams of trans fat, but it gave your career a heart attack. Still, it does seem a shame that
0
the ad was never done.
in your bank account. Okay, so who's replaced Young Jock? Who's replaced him?
Wrap snacks don't seem to be on the market anymore. They've gone the way of Steven Seagal's Lightning Bolt, his energy drink. Wouldn't it have been amazing? And I feel like in 2007 you could have had a Wrap Snack Lightning Bolt play lunch. And probably the greatest meal that ever existed on planet Earth. And sadly nowadays it's not available to us. I think on this show we sometimes like to right wrongs, and it's a shame that we never got to hear in Australia the Wrap Snacks jingle. Luckily, you and I have been able to recreate it perfectly today for listeners of the show.
You've been rapping all day, maybe getting in some fights.
Now you're in a bad hood and it's the dead of night.
There's only one way you can prove you're tough.
There's only one snack that's even nearly good enough.
Rap snacks, rap snacks. Raps now in a 12-pack.
Got more carbs than a loaf of bread.
The one tasty snack that gives you street cred.
You got low blood sugar, you need a quick tucker.
You gotta grab rap snacks like a bad.
Whoa, man,
and get them off the trucker, you bad.
No. Hey, this is a kid's snack.
Need a lot of energy.
Okay,
you gotta have some rap snacks.
You're not listening to me, pal. This is for kids.
No, but because of sometimes in rap they swear, so the producers told us to.
They didn't tell me.
Street credit up.
It was do not swear. I had specifically
available now.
Rap snacks.
One topic a day for the rest of our lives, and hopefully we can get through the 27 trillion topics available in the world, Ham, by the end of that time. Our first ever Business Brunch guest welcomes us now.
I suppose technically a consultant, Glenn Robbins. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the boardroom.
What an absolute honour it is to be here, gentlemen. And Business Brunch is not something you associate with Glenn Robbins, but anyway, happy to be here.
It is now, though, Glenn, because today's topic is celebrity endorsements. If you've never heard this show before, which I know you have.
Oh, no, I have. Love it. Big fan.
But we do one topic for the day. Our favourite celebrity endorsement, with a twist, features our very own Glenn Robbins. It's a Just Jeans commercial. I understand it was 1983.
Correct.
People who haven't seen it has been taken off YouTube, Ham.
It has.
Did you get it?
Luckily, yeah.
You brought it out again a couple of years ago, and I had to answer all the questions and go through the whole thing because, thank you very much, me with a mustache, jumping around a change room, 1983... Best left, I think. But
remarkably not a porn film. That's what a lot of people are amazed at. A lot of people, when they see you in double denim in this clip, just assume that someone's about to come in and you guys are going to make sweet love. And you don't. And I think that's what catches a lot of people by surprise.
We'll keep on searching because under my porn name, there is a couple of shots of me doing some business that you may want to see a bit later.
Yeah. Unjust Jeans, starring Glenn Robbins.
For people who never got to see it, we're going to try and track it down and get it back on our website, but it has been removed from YouTube. I reckon Glenn's done that, but we still have the audio from many moons ago.
Believe it or not, I used to hate shopping. I still do. You see, Just Jeans. I don't have to know the style. Take these stonewashed jeans and jackets from Snowy River. Pretty flash, hey? Now that's comfort.
Now,
it just hurts.
You say the phrase, I don't have to know the style. I reckon you could almost lose the word "the" out of that, and it would still be applicable.
Very easy for you to sit back with on your funny little radio show. When I was that was 30 years ago, which I celebrated this year. It's 30 years for me in the entertainment industry, and I made that ad. The start of my career. That was shot on the day of the dust storm in Melbourne. 1980, January, I think, January 1983.
Again, most people have passed
Again,
away
this is
that were there and witnessed that.
we were dust wasn't invented when we were born post dust.
This is interesting because it was 30 years ago that I started my career.
Okay.
And how old were you guys?
2.
We would have been year 1/2 at that stage.
Well, I've done a little bit of research and I have come across Hamish and Andy meeting for the very first time. Jack, do you have a cassette player up there?
Yeah, we'll just have to dust it off.
It was probably invented during the dust storm.
This is Hamish Blake and Andy Lee meeting for the very first time. So, take it away, Jack.
Hi, I'm Andy.
Hi Andy, I'm Hamish.
Who do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be just like Glenn Robbins from the Just Jeans commercial.
Yeah, me too. I just pooed my pants.
Me too.
Apparently Glenn Robbins poos his pants.
There you have it. A world
It is, and it's verbatim. And why did we poo our pants? It's because we wanted our parents to buy us Just Jeans nappies.
And you're at school when you were only 2 years old, which was incredible. Or kindergarten.
About one incredible vocab and had the knowledge to record our conversation.
Some weird person has walked up with a cassette player and poked a microphone in your face at that very moment in time.
Glenn, will you stick around?
Love to.
There's more to discuss on the business brunch straight after this. Glenn Robbins. Fellas, I've got a bit of a game for you. Haim, you and I we get sent separate emails. People mightn't be aware of this, that basically it comes down the middle, split 50-50 as they come in. So Hamish and I never read the same email. My guess is you got a hell of a lot of bad endorsements out there, though.
So many. I mean, Trump Steaks was an absolute ripper.
Yep. Mr. T doing the flavour wave was pretty bad.
Okay.
Do you remember the Russell Crowe? Remember that Russell Crowe ad that he did for the Christian Television Association before he was... I think we've talked about it before on the show. He's a misguided young man. He's a bit of a troubled youth,
really?
And someone steps in and puts him on the right track. That was a great one.
Was that a pre-celebrity endorsement, or was that recent Russell Crowe?
That was last year.
Oh, right.
So that's obviously him trying to get back in.
This game, it's a Sylvester Stallone ad. Now, he's done so many. So even if you're familiar with his work, you still have to guess what ad it is. He's done a lot of work in Asia. They were huge fans of Rocky and the Rambo series. I'm naming this segment Investor Stallone. Who invested in Stallone? Okay, here's the first ad. It goes for about 13 seconds.
Okay.
What you do have to picture here, though, is Sylvester's just riding bareback on a horse, wearing what appears to be kind of like a purple Aladdin suit with a very, very low-cut chest.
Great, so he's able to do the ad in what he turned up in. So that would have been handy for him on the day.
Have a listen.
Together.
I heard healing can of beans in there, so I'm going to go with him, so some sort of medicinal bean. Healing can of beans. I don't know if you guys heard that.
It was in Japanese. It wasn't someone. It was someone.
I just thought he might have been doing a bit of a Peter Moon accent. So that wasn't Sylvester doing it.
No, that one was difficult because there wasn't any Sylvester in. I'll go straight to the second one. It's the same brand. It's not a healing can of beans. Off you go.
We can make dreams come true. Together.
Now, what's happened there is he's running at full pace like he's training.
I know what it is.
He's running at full pace, and he said
and then
so casually.
Then he stops and turns and goes, "We can make dreams come true." The backing vocals sing it as well, and he says "together," and then uses the product. Glenn,
I reckon it's something to do with chafing, and he's got a bit of salty water because the horse is probably riding through the shallows, and he's got a bit of chafing downstairs.
A lot of horse sweat.
So horse sweat, and then backed up with a running.
So it's thigh grease.
Yeah.
So we're thinking thigh grease. Yeah. Thigh grease with 10% horse sweat.
Yeah.
I'll back that.
It'd make more sense, but it's not it. The final ad then.
What?
My life. Love. Courage.
So that one
it's definitely a nasal spray, isn't it? It's him like on a double date, and there's a whole table setting set, and the nasal spray has got its own table setting, and he's saying to the girl, together, we're going to make your dreams come true. Is it something along...
That's not a bad guess. This one was more just him in front of a white background just saying those words before using the product. It was for Kirin beer.
Oh...
So every time...
which is essentially a can of magic beans. It's, you squeeze the beans, you carbonate it, you get the beer juice out.
Yeah. And
it's magic health beans.
And if you're ever horse riding and you've got a bit of chafing downstairs, pour beer down your pants. You will get through.
Absolutely.
Get through the rest of the day.
The bubbles form a little ozone layer between you and the horse.
Yeah. Every
it's
time
just
I've
a wonderful application, kids.
For a very fast sprint, I've always stopped and just had a beer at the end of it, just like Sylvester.
You'll notice at the Melbourne Cup when they spray the champagne, the jockeys often direct it to the crotchal area because it's a well-known fact that the alcohol will soothe chafing. So I think we're all in a way we're all winners.
We're all correct. So
everybody's a winner.
It's all we've got time for this business brunch. Glenn, Hamish and I would like to present you with...
This is huge, Glenn.
A business brunch mug.
Do you understand how big this is, Glenn?
Absolutely. This will go straight to the business brunch, because I've been on
Bank
a few
vault
brunches events, and this will go with all the other trophies I've got for doing that.
Well, thank you. It says
Glenn, this is
pleasure doing business with
one of 50. There's only 38 left.
Yeah.
The mug god very rarely lets us give one away. Give one to Robbins. He's a good egg. Yeah. Well, that's him there. So you've been... I mean... In terms of celebrity endorsements, you can't get a better endorsement than the mug god endorsing you personally.
You know what annoys me is it's been used and it's been left in the sink, and that brown stain has gone through the dishwasher and it's still on the bottom. All you got to do is leave a bit of water in it, and just let it sit for a while, and then it'll be fine.
Disrespect the mug.
Pleasure doing business with you, Glenn. Pleasure doing business with everybody.
Here, but slightly disappointed.
Well, that's probably Grumpy Dove's one. Thanks, mate.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.